So this is the skirting board job. So I cut all my miters with the track saw. That way it allows me to do my button scribes into the cupped corners, and with it being a taller skirting board than normal because we machined this one ourselves. I have a piece of MDF, you can see there, paint on, and that's what it looks like, the profile. So we profiled that on the router table and made our own skirting boards for the entire house, so they look like this here, sitting up nicely like that. Skirting boards. They've had two coats of primer. They've been sanded, had a coat of primer, sanded, and a second coat of primer. And what they will get is eventually last coat of primer. Mattresses are sitting down already. So you can see here into the cupboard. Skirting board comes back, up and around, follows down the side, up. We're going around the door frame with no architrave on that side because we wanted to go as close as we could to it. This is the architrave that I've done from the short the other day. And you can see here, we spliced a piece in at the bottom because it was split, and taking it around like that, we had to replaster over here where we rerun some cables to get that socket in that we've forgotten about. We give the boys a charging point, and here's the pipe cutout. So the pipe cutouts, what I tend to do is I kind of cut them back on an angle and then drill a hole into it, and then that piece pops into it. That at the moment has only got filler onto it, so that's got a little bit of filler onto the edges here. Once that is dry, this will get sanded, gets a second coat of filler going over the top, and with the second coat of filler going over the top, then they would just disappear and you won't actually know that they're there. And I make sure to keep all my scribes, see I had to put and scribe there because it wasn't long enough to join two pieces together. I scarfed them and made sure it was behind the radiator, so that's the point that you're never going to see them. So this is the first bedroom, that's fully completed with windowsill, everything, had paint job, it's been fully plastered. This was quite a challenge getting this curve back up into it again. So what we've done is we boarded the ceiling because we latched some plasters and actually created a new curve going up, because this is a new staircase that we built in for going up into the attic. These stairs, if I zoom out slightly there, so there you go. You can see that this is the staircase that we put into it. So that staircase leads up into the attic, and it actually hasn't taken this much off the room because we actually made the room smaller. So if I come back around and I turn around again, made the room smaller for the bathroom because we brought the wall over and created this lip on the side there, which is 200mm. So brought that wall literally that distance across, and that's increased the bathroom size, but still kept us a decent sized bedroom. That over there is over 8 foot. That's 9 foot in length that way, you know, so it takes a bit of fitting with the skirting board, had to be in two pieces there. But as you can see, everything looks nice and flat. Socket up there for putting TV up there, light switch, one socket, two sockets there. So we made sure there was sockets enough into the house, and we've set no sockets over here in this area here because it's going to be like a play area underneath the stairs and everything like that. But that's hopefully enough for the boys in their room for that up there. So these are the architraves and trims that's still going to be used around the house. And I'll be back when I'll do a next room to show some more progress. So here on the landing was my cutting station using the Ryobi nail gun, blue, and the Freebird corner jig, which is absolutely a game saver because you can actually hold miters together and safely pin things with your fingers not being in the way, which I absolutely love, because years and years ago I actually shot myself with a nail gun in my finger. The volts off the rough rips, and then that's the trusty Festool track saw that I use. Use that with a speed square, and you can see I actually set up a board there and just literally whip it across, whip it across, whip it across, and cut it. And these are all the pieces that come off it then, you know, like short parts that come off and everything like that. So there's a couple that collects together and they make the whole job, you know, sort of thing like that. It makes it so easy. And literally pinning it and make sure it's glued miters and all that sort of thing like that. Gives you for good looking skirting boards. So if I come back over here, you can see here, this has been now a couple of weeks. That was the original skirting board that I'd done there around the bay window and everything like that. So this room's had its second coat. Woodwork needs doing. They got the new skirting boards sitting on the side there. They're ready to go. But as you can see, when they sit on there, they sit really well, you know, sort of thing like that. They're just like bulletproof, sitting on, fix them with some foam, some no nails, and they sit really tightly onto the wall skirting board.